Well, the prominent Leave campaigner and former Director General of the British Chambers of Commerce, John Longworth, joins me now. Welcome to you.
Morning.
Let's just talk about the car industry first of all. We had this sort of rather mysterious meeting in Downing Street with Nissan. Do you think that guarantees have been given to Nissan? Is that why they stayed here?
Well, I think it's quite wrong if special pleading has been satisfied, because I think the government should be aiming to make the UK an enterprise economy, which is the best place in the world to do business. And of course, even if there were conversations that took place, it doesn't necessarily mean that the government said to Nissan, we'll give you some special deal. It may be that they simply said, don't worry, if in fact tariffs are applied, there will be compensatory measures made by the government. It may be an across-the-board reduction in corporation tax, for example.
Because it is, you know, one of the ironies of this situation is that it is very important for the successful British car industry, companies like Nissan, companies like Jaguar Land Rover, to maintain the access to the European Union markets which they need.
Well, first of all, this word access I always find really difficult, because everybody has access to the European market. The United States and China export billions of pounds worth of stuff.
Free access, open access, level playing field.
Everybody has
we
access.
Can qualify it that way.
It's just a question of on what terms. And the fact of the matter is, of course, that automobile tariffs are about 10%. If there were tariffs applied by European countries, then presumably exports to the UK would fall. The car industry, consumers in the UK would actually switch purchasing to UK manufacturers. So there'd be a balancing out. It's not a simple equation.
But we are, you know, as we were talking earlier on and being pointed out, we seem to be in an era where there is a lot of political pressure to protect jobs in your own country. And in the short term, that very often leads to trade protectionism, which, as we all know, economically is not a good idea.
I agree. And that's the thing that we should attempt to avoid at all costs. In fact, the UK should be a beacon for free trade. And I would hope that when we Brexit and we have all the crystallisation of the benefits of coming out of the European Union, including repatriation of the contribution, including deregulation, which will be effective tax cuts on businesses, that we will also actually remove tariffs. That in fact we should aim over a period, probably a short period, to unilaterally remove tariffs, which will boost the UK economy very substantially. And if the economy is boosted, then all manufacturers in the UK will benefit.